boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Today we're going to ask ourselves, what would Samwise do? Hello, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Cole. I'm Cole, and this is my kitchen. Today, as you might have guessed, we are going to make potatoes. I'm not usually a big fan of potatoes, but I thought maybe if I could learn to cook them, I could learn to love them. So, let's get started. Alrighty, we're starting with mashed potatoes. What you didn't see me do was wash, peel, and cut it up. It was one large russet potato and one small russet potato because I didn't feel like the big one would be enough. Put it in a pot, covered it with cold water, brought it up to a boil, turned the heat down, and let it rest between a boil and a simmer for about 15 minutes or so. The recipe said to make it salty like the sea, whatever that means. And then it also said salt generously. So I put in about 2.5 teaspoons. I'm hoping that's not too much. I'm going to check to see if they're done. Let's see what angle I can do this at so that y'all can see. I'm just gonna try and smash it up against the side here. Can you see that? I think you can. Squish. And so yeah, that's how you know it's done. So I'm gonna get these drained and put in a bowl, and I'll see you then. We've got our potatoes in a bowl. They're still quite hot. I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon of butter. About a tablespoon of milk. Heck, let's make it 2. That doesn't look like enough. And this is why I'm not necessarily the best at cooking, because I cook with my heart, not the measurements. And my mom used to put in some sour cream, and it was always really good, so I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon of sour cream. Now I'm going to use my Dollar General hand mixer. Haha, cheapy, but it works. I'll get a better one eventually. Maybe. I don't know. So we're just gonna whisk these together because I feel like that makes a better texture than a potato masher. Now I'm just gonna add some pepper, because we all know, if you remember from my egg video, that I love pepper. So pepper, 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 pepper. And I'm gonna take a regular spoon rather than the mixer, and I mix the pepper in. All right, now let's see how that tastes. Wow, that is really good. Could maybe use a little bit more salt. I didn't add any while I was mixing because I figured there was plenty in the water. So that's about half a teaspoon of salt maybe. I'm gonna mix that in. I forgot to tell you that I used salted sweet butter. At least that's what it says on the box. I'm not really sure what the difference is between salted butter and unsalted butter. Obviously salt content, but Like, I don't know why you would use one or the other, but when a recipe tells me to use unsalted butter, I do. And if it doesn't specify, I just use whatever I happen to have in the fridge, which in this case was salted sweet butter, sweet cream butter, something like that. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's perfect. See, this is why I'm making this video. Because I suck at cooking. But I'm learning to be better. And this is definitely better. I love it. So I am going to eat these potatoes for breakfast. Because I'm a goblin. And then we'll be back with baked potatoes in a couple minutes. We are moving on to baked potatoes. Baked potato is my favorite way to have potatoes, but I don't think I've ever attempted to make one. So we have our oven preheating to 450 degrees, and while we're waiting on that, we're going to take our potato, which has been washed because potatoes grow on the ground and are thus dirty. All vegetables are dirty. You should wash all your vegetables before you cook them, but potatoes in particular because they're roots. Also, potato is not a vegetable, it's a tuber. I don't know what the difference is. I might be wrong. Don't listen to me. We're going to stab it with a fork a few times so that it doesn't explode in the oven, which I 100% know, or 100% did not know, was a thing. But according to the recipe I'm using, it 100% is a thing. So if you have any frustrations you need to vent, go ahead and stab a potato a few times. And we'll be back when the oven is done preheating. Alright, we're back and our oven is preheated. And I am holding my camera instead of having it on the tripod, so it might be a little shaky. We are going to put these oven gloves are not very dexterous, which kind of stinks because that's why I bought them. Anyways, we're going to put a foil-lined pan on the bottom rack to catch any drippings. And we're going to put our potato directly on the rack. So I guess good air circulation. Make it nice and crispy. Now I know what you're saying. Cole. Oh. Ignore that spaghetti stain. I meant to wipe it off. I know what you're saying. Cole, you didn't wrap that potato in foil. You didn't rub it with oil and seasonings, and well, sorry about that. We are going to do these things. Well, we're not going to wrap it in foil because apparently that just holds all the steam in and the potato doesn't get as, the skin doesn't get as crispy. I'm going to put my oven glove there because that is unsightly. But we will rub it in butter later. We're going to bake it first for about 20 minutes. Now, I've been talking for about a minute, so I'm going to set my oven timer for 19 minutes. And I'll see you then. So I've got a little basting brush and some butter. And I'm going to brush butter onto the potato. Ah! Ooh, that is quite warm. Which makes sense since it's been in the oven for 25 minutes. Alright. Now, we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. I do like a lot of pepper, but I don't think I'm going to put too much on this time. Because if I need more pepper, I can always put more pepper on while I'm eating it, you know? The recipe recommended coarse kosher salt, so that's what I am using. So we're just going to sprinkle that on. Apparently the coarse salt gives it a nice crunch and flakiness, which, you know, always nice. This is not going well, but that's okay. We're not in a 5-star restaurant. It is okay if our potato has some extra holes in it from the fork, from rolling it around on the plate so much. All right. So I'm going to put the potato back in the oven for 20 minutes. This time I'm certain it's 20 minutes. I double checked the recipe. And then what we're going to do is to check if it's done after those 20 minutes. We're going to squeeze it just a little. Make sure it's nice and soft. If it doesn't seem done, then we'll put it back in for 5-minute increments. 5 minutes at a time, checking in between. I will see you when the potato is done. All right, here we have our lovely baked potato. At least I assume it's lovely. I haven't cut it open yet. I'm just gonna move this over here because it's a little bit in my way. Whoa, sorry about that. Hope you didn't get dizzy. So I'm just gonna cut this open. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh, that skin sounds so crispy. Open it up. Oh, look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm gonna fluff the insides a little. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. I'm so happy with this. Oh, that feels a little tough, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. It's just not as easy to fluff as the rest of it. All right. So as not to be wasteful, I'm just going to put the rest of the melted butter like that. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then I'm going to put in some cheese, because I love cheese and butter. It's a wonder I'm still alive, y'all. I'm kidding. I do try to eat healthfully when I can. Or I try, if that makes sense. So I got some cheese. I got pre-cooked bacon at the grocery store, and I cut it up into pieces, and I'm going to put that on there. Then I'm going to try and mix it in a little more. Whatever. Now I'm going to close up the potato. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Hot on the fingers. And I'm going to wrap it in this foil. And hopefully that'll melt the cheese and get the bacon nice and warm. I'm going to do it for 5 minutes because that just seems like a good number, doesn't it? That wasn't in the recipe. It was just my idea to see if I could make this potato as tasty as it can be. Okie dokie, it's been about 5 minutes, so let's just open this up and see if my dreams have come true. Oh, ooey gooey. Yum. Let's open this up. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god, that turned out better than I could have expected. Oh my. Sorry. I'll stop. Put a little bit of sour cream on there, because I love sour cream too. I didn't used to. I used to really dislike it when I was a kid, but my tastes have changed since then. My tendency to ramble, however, has not. Alright, let's get that mixed in. And try a bite. That's too big a bite. There we go. Could use some more salt and pepper. But come on, I just want to try some of the skin. There we go. Come on. That is a perfect baked potato. I'm so glad I made this. So I'm gonna finish eating this, and then we'll move on to French fries, shall we? Hi, you can probably still hear my French fries frying. I'm filming this after the first segment of the French fries because I forgot to say during the video that I cut up my potatoes and then soaked them in cold water for about an hour and a half, and then rinsed them twice, and then pat them to dry with paper towels. So yeah, make sure you do that. I forgot to tell you, which is why I'm filming this. I'm going to put it at the beginning of the French fry video, even though I'm already cooking my French fries, and I already showed you, in my point of view, how to do that. So here I am in the future. Hello again. As you can tell, probably, our last potato is French fries. I'm not a French fry person, but I thought it would be fun to try to make them anyway. As you can see, I've cut my russet potatoes about half an inch, more or less. This was one medium small russet and one small russet. Obviously I did not cut them evenly. This one's much bigger than that other one. Anyways, we've got our oil heated to about 350 degrees. Anyways, so we're just gonna dump our fries into the oil. I have a gas stove, so I'm a little worried about this paper towel, but we'll see. Ah! I'm going to turn the heat down because our oil is getting a little bit on the warm side. We want to keep it at around 350. And we're going to let these cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. So I'm going to turn on my microwave timer. So I'm going to do it on 5 minutes. Look, I got a skimmer. This was one of the most exciting things I've bought for myself in quite a while, because I'm a nerd who likes kitchen stuff. Just gonna stir those up a little. And yeah, I will see you in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Hi, I'm back and my microwave timer just went off. So I'm going to use my skimmer, which I'm still very excited about, to scoop the fries out of the oil. And I know what you're saying, Cole, those don't look done yet. And you're right. These are twice fried French fries. The recipe said, oh, my oil got cold, whoops. Hopefully that's okay. The recipe said to fry them for about 5 or 6 minutes. It's been about 5.5. On oil at about 300 degrees. And I'm going to turn my heat back up and let the oil get to 400 degrees. And we're going to fry them again. Isn't that exciting? Alright, I'm back. My oil is right at 400. So I'm going to put my french fries back in. I'm not going to lie, that still makes me a little nervous. Now, the recipe says specifically to put them on a dry paper towel, so I'm going to replace this wet one. This feels wasteful to me. I probably should not have used so many paper towels. But hindsight is 20/20. So we're going to let these fry for about 5 more minutes. Oh, oil's getting too hot. Turn my heat down. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not going to make french fries again. Just, I use so much oil. It just feels wasteful for something that I don't even like. My partner likes them, and our child likes them, so I can just buy frozen french fries and stick them in the air fryer. This doesn't seem worth it to me. But I guess we'll see after we eat it. I will see you when we get back. We're back. I let my fries cook for another 5 minutes. Like the recipe said, they kinda look burnt. Hot. I'm gonna try one. Yes, burnt. But maybe I can redeem this. I'm gonna put them into this container. Oh god, that's bad. I don't think I can fix this, guys. Oof. I'm gonna sprinkle some seasonal into there. Or, yeah, seasonal. Seasoned salt, whatever you want to call it. I don't think there's a difference. Nope. I'm gonna close this. Good enough. And I'm gonna shake, shake, shake. Alright, let's try again, shall we? Makes it considerably better. Also probably helps that I didn't pick a fry that was quite as burnt. They're not horrible. Maybe could use some ketchup. I really only use ketchup, but I don't like the fries, which is definitely the case in this case. Oh wow, that's bad. I'm not making these again. I know I said that practice makes purpose during my egg video, but I'm not interested in perfecting that. I'm going to save them in the refrigerator, reheat them in my air fryer, and see if the other people who live in this house will eat them, because I certainly will not. But I do not consider this a waste of time, because now I know I'm not good at this, and it is not worth the effort. Now I gotta figure out how to dispose of all that oil. This just feels so wasteful. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, y'all. Alright, well, that was enlightening. I learned that I do like mashed potatoes, and I still don't like french fries, but that might just be because I can't cook them. And I don't have any interest in trying, like I said. But if you like french fries, I hope you continue trying and trying and trying until you get it right. And then just keep doing it, because why wouldn't you do it after you've learned how to do it? I've said do it a lot, so I'm going to move on. Please subscribe and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and feel free to send in photos of your dishes, recipe requests, or just say hi. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you learned something. I know I did.